It's the face of a conflict that has raged for half a century. Tigers have had a turbulent past. So what is their future? There are still 4 villages left inside the park. The people who live here would be happy to move, but there's no one to help them. In the meantime, they erode the precious woodland that supports the tigers. There's no easy solution. Just outside the park, 90,000 people and more than twice that many cattle try to scrape a living. No wonder the greenery inside is a temptation. Today we are going to the far side of Ranthambore so I can see the 3 cubs and their mother for myself. The cubs are growing fast and we need to decide how best to help protect them. Even after all these years, it's superb seeing new tigers. This is one of Fateh's regular observation points.
From top side. Look at the sound, look at the sambar. Monkey sambar. Look at the tigers. You can see her stripes now.
It's wonderful to get so close to the cubs, but in another year or so, they leave their mother, and that means 3 more tigers hunting in the area. The situation with their human neighbors can only get worse.
Beautiful, calling.
This is exactly what I hoped I wouldn't see. The mother has killed a cow, which is a good meal for the cubs, but a big loss to the villagers. They may put up with it for a while, but after that, they are likely to resort to drastic measures. Poisoned carcasses kill hundreds of tigers across India. So what can we do about it? I've been coming here for a quarter of a century and I still don't have the answer. Who comes first? People or tigers? The forest is the tigers' home, but the trouble is, as things stand, the villagers have a right to be here too.
In your time, the problem was 20 times less. The population was low. But now, it's a huge problem. Look at Mr. Reddy, what he has to handle. This is the younger generation of forest officer who's going to deal with the future of this park. And it's a toughie. It's really going to be tough.
All I know is these gorgeous cubs must be protected. But if their mother teaches them to kill cattle for a living, our job will be very difficult. This is the highest point in Ranthambore. I wish I could see the future from here.
What a view. This is really what Ranthambore is all about.
The same battle Fateh began more than 30 years ago is still going on. The difference is that there are half the number of tigers in India now, alongside more than 1 billion people.
It's amazing. It's beautiful. Really lovely.
Especially this Vindhyas.
But Reddy has some inspiring news. Machli and her suitor, Bambu Ram, have resumed their courtship, although they're still not rushing things. Machli is now mature enough to take on the role of seductress and the male simply follows her lead. The male waits for Machli to make her move. The pair mate on and off for several days, showing that Machli is now ready at last to take her mother's title. The tigers are doing their bit to survive, but are we, their guardians, doing enough? In the last few months, India has seen the biggest ever haul of tiger and leopard skins. The tiger's situation is now grave. This is the story of one group of tigers, but also the story of tigers all over India. If we fail to ensure their survival, they'll soon be famous only in history books. Right now, my hopes rest with Machli, Lady of the Lakes. There's a good chance that she's carrying cubs. Cubs that will be born and raised as she was along the lake shore.
Korea. An ancient mountain kingdom.